Hello, my name is Daniela, and for this phase, I chose the book written by Catherine McPhail. This book or short story is titled Marriage à la Mode. That is a title in French. In English, could be A Fashionable Marriage. When I looked that title, I told myself, okay, that is a really intriguing and interesting title. You know, Catherine McPhail is a writer uh, of modernist era. So many questions came to my mind, like what was a fashionable marriage in the modernist era, or what was fashionable a fashionable marriage for the author. So I started to feel curiosity for the reason I read that short story. That is a fictional short story because the characters are not real or invented by the author. Uh, when I started reading the book, it was really difficult to find the how the title matched the short story. Apparently, the new roles of husband and wife uh, that the protagonist took place in this fictional story were totally different from what was known until then. So maybe for the reason she inspired uh, to put that name of that title. Yeah, in the story, William is the name of the husband was subjected to what his life said and did, and his life surrounded to please her. Meanwhile, Isabel, called by his husband the new Isabel, maybe to be remarkable how she had become become in a different woman. Um, Depending on the reader, she can be described, Isabel can be described as arrogant, indifferent, and heartless person, or on the other hand, a liberal and independent woman. So it depends, it's according to the point of view of the reader. Okay, so but what the story talks about, yeah? The story talks about a privileged upper class family of London in 20th century, yeah? In summary, yeah, the husband is a man, is a wise man, uh, who works weekdays and went home on weekends. Before picking out the train, he always bought gifts for their kids. However, one day he forgot to do that completely. So he took the decision to buy some fruit instead for them. During his journey from work to home by train, it thoughts about his life when uh, came and went. He knew her, so he started to imagine what she would say about the children's gift, where she would be waiting for him, how could be greeted by her. However, those thoughts made him anxious. Her wife was not the same as before. Her new friend achieved here. So when he gets off the train, his wife was waiting for him, but she was not alone. She was with her friends. Of course, he was not able to meet them at all, and neither were they. They only had gone to accompany Isabel. Wrote to home everything that Isabel's friends said and did displeased William. And it was because they did think that were prohibited in society at that age. However, he didn't say anything. His wife's special behavior had also changed completely. He didn't care about him. So it was as if he didn't exist. So okay, this Monday when he returned to work, he decided to write a letter to. Then he received the letter by correspondence, and her friends noticed that, and they asked her to read it aloud. She decided to read it, but her friends blocked that letter. The story ends with Isabel's decision to reply husband letter after going for a bath with her. That's all. Location of the event. Bettingport Station in the south of London and Capel House in the countryside Suffolk. That is an imaginary place. It doesn't exist. That it was the context of the story. Elements of modernity. Okay, so here we have a structure, even without a set structure and with many switches in the narrative. Yeah, typical of the modernist. So, for example, while William is by the train, he brings memory for his past that the author describes in detail. So there is a constant switch from past to present and present to past. In the content, revolution in the woman's role. So here we have a photo that says that when Isabel, when William meets Isabel, he felt as that boy, yeah, um, in his in her arm, yeah. So here we have Isabel was that rose both with a soft, sparkly and good, and he was a still little boy. But there was no running into the garden now, no louding shake, yeah. So they, excuse me, he thought that during his journey. More elements, think of homosexuality and lesbianism. That is a hidden topic, yeah, before the modern era. So here we have some fragments. For example, one day Bobby told Isabel, "Okay, would you like me to wear my Nijinsky dress tonight? This is a Nijinsky, excuse me, a dress, yeah. That of course it was more common in girls, but they they um he was asking if he could use it because he was gay. And here we have another example about Isabel's friend, yeah, that here this exam, this paragraph, uh, show like Moira, Isabel's friend, feel a kind of attraction uh, towards you. Yeah. What are my opinions? Okay, right. My opinions. Let's see. I didn't like this book. I really don't like. um, I have to admit it was a little complex to understand what the author wanted to say, to transmit to the audience. Maybe because it is not the kind of story that I usually read. But sincerely, I don't like the story nor the characters. Nevertheless, I learned about the context and cultural trends and how the first rise of modernism were evident in the literature. I recommend this book to people who like to learn about history, yeah, and who are lovers of the modernist book. Thanks a lot for watching this.